In Finland, kindergartners usually play outside for hours every school day, rain or shine. But outdoor free play isn't just a Finnish kindergarten thing. Starting in first grade, students in Finland often receive multiple recesses each day. In Finnish elementary schools, a typical 1-hour lesson contains 45 minutes of instruction and 15 minutes of unstructured play. And yet, Finland's education system has been recognized as a top performer for years. Hi, my name's Tim Walker. I'm an American teacher who lived in Finland for nearly a decade. And during that time, I wrote a book about my teaching experiences there. Earlier this year, I began working with an American school that implements effective practices from Finnish education. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at Copper Island Academy's inspiring approach, which emphasizes outdoor learning and free play. Play is the right of every child, according to the United Nations. However, there are only 11 US states that require recess. Over the years, many American schools have cut back on recess in an effort to raise standardized test scores. Some have even ditched recess altogether. At Copper Island Academy, all students from kindergartners to 8th graders receive outdoor breaks throughout the day. Teachers supervise the students during these breaks while providing them with a lot of freedom. For example, the children can climb trees, run up the slide, and build forts.
As a middle school teacher, originally I was like, ooh, I don't know about these brain breaks and getting kids outside.
I also questioned this practice when I started teaching in Finland. Frequent breaks seemed like a waste of time, but I changed my mind once I saw their impact on my students. Brain breaks kept them fresh and focused at school. Teachers at Copper Island have made similar discoveries.
It's amazing. The difference in the kids from the beginning of a class period to the end of a class period is almost shocking.
I wondered what 5th graders would do out on the playground, but I've been really amazed and impressed that it's been so healthy for them.
Recess provides many benefits backed by research. It raises physical activity levels, boosts attention, memory, and concentration, develops social and emotional skills, lowers disruptive behavior, and helps students focus in the classroom.
Unstructured play is critical in building the students' critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, friendship skills. They're really relying on their imaginations to come up with games and activities.
Recess also gives children time to process their learning.
Unstructured play is a great thing as a release. They go outside and they're still pulling things together. They're pulling everything they've learned inside together, but it's in a more relaxed atmosphere.
Recess unlocks creativity too. During most breaks, Copper Island students don't have access to sports equipment, but this is by design.
Because if you give a student a basketball or a soccer ball or a football, there's already preconceived rules or knowledge around what to do with it. And so by removing that, you see the students are engaged in much more creative thinking.
I think that the unstructured play is so good for the kids because they have loads of creativity.
Megan's noticed students using ordinary sticks in creative ways. They might pretend that the sticks are special items or tools, or they might use them as building materials. Being outside inspires the children in their play. There's never a shortage of activities to choose from, and those activities change with the seasons. Throughout the winter, the Copper Island playground was covered in snow. And when I visited in February, I saw students running up and down snow piles, sledding down hills, and building snow forts. But once the spring hit, the snow started to melt and the children began playing differently.
The spring creates this really neat opportunity for them to interact with the water in whatever way they want to.
Outdoor learning happens organically during brain breaks, but Copper Island teachers also look for opportunities to teach outside.
In my role as instructional coach, I work with the teachers to help them plan lessons, to find ways to get outside and to make it a part of their classroom. And it can be in any subject. It could be, hey, you know what, we're going to do some counting and math today. And you know what, instead of doing it in the classroom with blocks and tiles, we're going to go out and we're going to use acorns and sticks.
Outdoor learning is powerful because it's intuitive to children.
From a very young age, you get them outside and they want to dig in the dirt and see what they can find. They want to walk through the forest and try to experience and understand what's going on around them.
Outdoor learning is also powerful because it's a multi-sensory experience.
When you're reading a book about trees and you're sitting among the trees, you feel that connection and you get a different experience with reading, and your comprehension grows in a different direction.
American children need more time in nature, perhaps more than ever before. Digital devices have made it harder for children to play and learn outside. But Copper Island Academy gives me hope. This Finnish-inspired school gives students lots of time outdoors and many opportunities to play. In my next video, I'll tell you about another unique aspect of Copper Island Academy.